The show is still the Eastern Business Report on the Afia Business Morning, and I am Marvelous Apuamaga. Journalists in Abia State have undergone a one-day capacity-building workshop to equip the media with the knowledge and tools to advocate for the phase-out of unbranded edible bulk oils in markets. Afia TV's Deputy Chief Correspondent Emmanuel Wazwe reports that the training, which was held in Umuahia, the Abia State capital, brought together journalists from different media platforms. Let's take a look.
The training organized by the Civil Society Scaling Up Nutrition in Nigeria, CSN, under the third-party advocacy campaign TPAC project, highlights the dangers of consuming unbranded, unfortified edible oils and the role of the media in shaping public demand for safer, branded alternatives. Therefore, at a one-day media capacity building in Umuahia, journalists were told about the scale of the problem. 67% of Nigerians consume these oils, whereas only 31% of the edible oils in circulation are fortified.
Most of these things have accumulative effects. For example, I was sharing in Lagos earlier this week how that some retail sellers told us that they add up engine oil to groundnut oil. Yes, because it increases, they said, according to them, I've not verified, they said it increases the shelf life of the groundnut oil. I was not imagining engine oil of all oil being added to groundnut oil that we eat. How does that correlate? And it's going to the body system. So you can imagine the detrimental effects of this on our cells, our tissues, organs and systems. And you know, the challenge is this, because it is cheap, people will always go for it. But in the long run, we will be spending more money in the hospitals than what we have spent in buying a quality oil.
Policy gaps. What are our policies saying about unbranded edible oil? What do we need to do?
With that striking revelation, the media are therefore obligated to drive public demand for fortified branded edible oils while shaping policy change.
We had lots of sessions where we brainstormed around story ideas, and we saw this wonderful media presence, coming up with powerful, impactful, strong story ideas that would elicit behavior change on the part of our consumers to begin to have a paradigm shift from the consumption of unbranded edible bulk oils to tilt towards consuming fortified, safe oils. And we also saw from our interactions that the media, gained lots of understanding around policy issues, policy gaps that is related to regulation, monitoring, enforcement, how to better organize the private sector, those that have been perpetrating the sale of this unbranded oil. So we've seen lots of improved understanding amongst the media.
The government says it does not stand aloof in all this.
It's now our responsibility to go ahead with the sensitization in various communities using our health workers. First of all, we will have to train the health workers themselves so that they can know. And then on routine basis, as the mothers and caregivers or our clients come to the clinic for assessment of their services, we will use those opportunities to also pass down the information. Let them know that usage of these edible bulk oils that are unbranded has some detrimental effects that might not come out immediately, but with time, as the person ages, the ill effects will all show. So it's our duty to let the people know, so that even from taking care of our children, we know that we don't use those oils.
Participants say the session has equipped them to tell more compelling stories on food safety and public health.
Before now, this was like a virgin area for me because there were lots of things I didn't know. It was all about oil, going to the market, buy oil. But now I know that some of the oil we procure from the market are not safe. They are not really safe. There are serious health risks on which I think awareness could be done on the public through various media to let the people know that they are really consuming health risk and they should stop at that. they should look for quality, health quality, good products. My commitment henceforth is to let the people know that even if some of them are saying we cannot buy quality oil because of poverty, maybe because of ignorance, that they are saving themselves, that they are saving their lives by going for quality oil. Let them know that that thing that comes cheap today will be costly tomorrow in terms of maintaining your health.
As a media, we are going to focus on educating the people and informing them aright on the dangers associated with the consumption of edible unbranded bulk oil. And the reason is very simple. For some of us, we do not understand that what we consume has a lot to do with how long we live on the earth and the dangers it poses to our health. And so today's training, amongst other trainings, has been more than engaging and also an eye-opening event, because we've been able to understand that beyond the things we see in the market, the necessary nutrients that we need must be considered in buying certain items, especially the oils that we consume.
At a time when Nigeria's markets are flooded with unbranded edible oils, many of them lacking essential vitamins and in extreme cases adulterated with dangerous substances, there is a need for collective action, even as journalists in Abia have pledged to use their stories as tools for behavior change and advocacy. In Umuahia, Emmanuel Wazwe reporting.
That's a commendable step towards public health and consumer safety. Thank you so much, Emmanuel Wazwe, for that report. We'll go on a quick break, and when we come back, we will be joined by our guest, Professor Chiwike Uba, a development economist, who will unpack what SEC means for the region, the risk, the opportunities, and the road ahead. Stay with us.